Yo, yo, yo. Very beautiful markup. I'm gonna mark this off on a different chart just because we need to get a fresh perspective of how I'm able to duplicate the same setups only because I'm thinking about the same thing when it comes to philosophy. Using liquidity to serve the trend. Right? So let me charge my phone. Give me 1 second, chat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. So boom. The reason most people don't make it when it comes to trading is because we don't understand what they're doing, really. Every business, they have underlying principles and qualifications that really run the business outside of the apparent customers, marketing, and all of that. Like, Hollywood, it runs off sex. They sell you on the movies, but it's really sex. Psh, you didn't know that. The market sells you on money, invest in all of that. It really runs off of greed and fear. So if you're able to use emotions to understand the literal sense of the market, how trends always work, which is they continue until they change. So all you're waiting for is a change. If they continue, you just continue. Oh, then you're out of here. For real. Because obviously, this daily chart on gold was a clear example. Everybody that sold below this point, yeah, they made profit. And you could have made a lot of profit capturing this. But when you catch the trend, when you catch these liquidating, serving trend opportunities, all of this is for you. And it doesn't stop till the trend changes. And how you know the trend changes? Just by a simple break of structure on a higher time frame or a psychological level. So on the weekly chart, it was clear that we shifted structure by taking out this candle's intermediate low, taking out this candle's long-term low. But on the monthly structure, what happened? We never broke any swing lows. All we did was come into a discount. And that's what liquidity is. Serving as a discount to serve the trend. So back on the daily, obviously there's smaller time frames than the weekly, right? This is showing you day by day how you can come in at the right opportunity. It's pretty simple. If you understand fair value gaps and inversions, you understand this was trapped liquidity. When price started breaking structure and above these zones, oh, everybody eat. It would behoove you to sell. No, it would behoove you not to take advantage of a trend. To sell in this bullish structure after price displaced this long fair value gap coming into this order block, it would behoove you not to buy into structure. It's printed out so clearly by the mitigation and the respect of these higher prices, these psychological levels. I'm not sure if I even marked them out, but you don't even really need to mark them out to see us clearly, but just for you guys, I'm doing that. Just for y'all. 26, 25, 25, 50. These whole half levels is really telling you everything, the whole narrative you need to know on an intermediate to a higher time frame to a lower time frame. They're printing it out right in front of your face. Now people become too greedy, people become too hopeful, fearful, and that's what stopped the rebalance. But if you could understand the trend and liquidity, then you're unstoppable in any market that you choose to trade in. 2750. It starts with a lot of things, but I'm gonna break them down for you easily as possible, as simple as possible. Sorry. Yeah, guys. So you see how we're holding this inverted order block? This is another strength, another pivotal sign of liquidity serving trend to only continue higher prices, and we can basically predict up into a higher psychological level, which I'll get to, which I'll feel. Right. Let's say 2850. Let's see how price reacts off of this zone. If we get a rejection, if we get a mitigation and respect it, if we treat it just like 2750 over here, it starts selling off into a premium to serve the trend, selling off into a discount to serve the trend, and buy up again, continuing the trend. But yeah, this inverted order block, right? If you guys want to get into the nuts and bolts of things, how these liquidity zones work for the trend, you're gonna have to pay for that. But the long rejection of this candle is where all the liquidity is resting at, right? So if we want to serve trend, we just want to buy at a discount. Like anything, you want to buy at a discount and just wait for price to skyrocket up. Same thing that we did on Bitcoin, right? So this 4-hour zone that I delineated right here is a part of a daily long candle that shows straight liquidity. When I go into a smaller time frame like the 1-hour chart, right, I could refine it and get a better position to serve my trend, serve my bias, whatever. But yeah, the main thing that I look for is the largest candle that started the strong mitigation of price, right, inside of these liquidity zones when they're refined. And largest candle that I'm seeing right now would be this. On the 1-hour chart. But I like to confirm it to make sure that it's precise, because if I set it as a limit and it gets stopped out and then starts going back up, I'll be fucked. Never want to get fucked, so you always got to do it twice, sometimes 3 times. I read a book about 4 years ago by Larry Williams, How I Made $1 Million Off of the Stock Market, and he said he marked the charts 3 times every trade just to make sure his charting, his position was correct, precise as possible, meeting his edge, his criteria, and he benefited. Made $1 million off the stock market. It's even easier on the gold market. Right? This 4-hour zone, right, underneath liquidity, inside of this daily zone, right? Sometimes I look at the 2 hours sometimes, just to see it a little bit better. On the 4-hour, looks more like this rejection work. On the 1-hour chart, yeah, more like this. So definitely interested in looking at the 15-minute just to make sure that my shit is correct. All I know is at a discount from this area to this area is where I can find a lower time frame confirmation and place a position to continue a trend. So that's the hardest part you got to do. That's the hardest part. But once you got in trend, you're a good manager of money. Now you can build foundations on top of that. It's unstoppable. It's unstoppable. And that's what we about to do. This order block in here. This will cause a shift up structure. Largest candle that caused price inside of the liquidation of price, caused price to break up. That would be this. Sometimes you gotta look for it. I like these order block entries. is the point where I would enter at. Limit set, alert set, and to get ready.